Hello everybody, welcome to Dandelion Cottage and Marvelous Monday. I'm Leslie Watkins. The new catalog release is just around the corner. The catalogs will be available on May 3rd when they go live, and you'll be able to purchase all the new products that are coming out this time round. The cover of the catalog looks like this, and it's a little bit too soon. I can't show you the inside, but I will be doing a little walkthrough of the catalog after May 3rd to let you know some of the things that I like, especially that will be coming right up. In the meantime, I did get this stamp set from the new catalog ahead of time, and I have to send out some thank you cards. And there's a beautiful thank you in here. And what I like about this set is that these sentiments are kind of oversized. All right, so they're shown at 90% on the cover of the case here, so they're just a little bit bigger. And I thought it would be fun to play with a window card idea that I have in mind for this. So I'm going to get my trimmer out. Make sure you can see everything here. Just checking to make sure that everything is broadcasting, and that looks good. Okay. And good morning, Sandra. Good morning, Kelly. Nice to see you here today. So I'm going to keep this very simple today. I'm going to start with my card base, and I'm just going to put this in at 4 1/4. Score and cut at 5 1/2. And this is the thick, very vanilla cardstock. I always use the thick for my card bases so that they have a really nice feel to them. And I've got my trusty bone folder here to give that a good crisp crease. Now, what I thought I would like to make today is a window card. And so to do that, I think I'm going to make this. Let's see how this looks. I think I'll do it something like that. So to cut the window out, I'm going to get out my Cut and Emboss Machine. So here it is. What I want to do here, I'm going to stand up to do this so I can see better. Just get my die on there nice and straight. It looks pretty good. Love my Cut and Emboss Machine. If you're new to paper crafting, the Cut and Emboss Machine is a game changer. It's going to allow you to do all sorts of wonderful things. So here you see I've got this window now in my card, plus I've got this little label. This die that I'm using today is from the Stitch So Sweetly die set, and this is one that I'm afraid is going to be retiring. And so if you'd like to get a set of these dies, you will want to do that before the new catalog comes out to make sure that you get one. They will be available as supplies last. If you need a catalog, let me know. And I will be posting all of the links after the video today with all the products that I'm using and how you can request a catalog and sign up for notes from Dandelion Cottage. If you want to do that right now, you can go to my website at dandelioncottagedesign.com and subscribe to notes, and you will be notified of all of my upcoming classes and workshops, special events, and special deals. All right, so the idea for this card is I want to have some translucent vellum in the window, and that's where my sentiment is going to go. So the next thing I want to do is stamp that. I've got my thank you stamp here ready to go, and what I think I want to do is I want to try this in gold embossing. So I'm using Versamark ink. This is a new stamp. I haven't used it before, so I want to make sure that the ink is adhering evenly all over. So I think what I'll do is I'll make a couple of these. So I'll do one on one side. And I'll do another over here. That way, if I like one better than the other, I can use that. This is gold metallic embossing powder, and I'm just going to sprinkle that where I stamped with the Versamark. I'll give it another coating just to make sure that I got all the spots. It looks really good. Now to activate the gold embossing powder and to make it nice and shiny, I'm going to apply heat. So for that I have my heat tool, and it's a little bit noisy, so I'm going to turn off the sound for just a couple of moments. Okay, so that came out very nicely. You can see that the sentiment has a very nice weight to the letters, so that shiny gold. Let me get it in the light here. You see that? It picks up that light beautifully, so it's just gorgeous. And my idea is that I'm going to have this peeking out through the window like so. So I'm going to cut this in half. figure out where I want this. So it looks like I have to trim the sides just a little bit. It's a little bit too big. So with my trimmer, that makes it so easy to get the exact size that I want. And then I'm going to grab my glue dots. And I'm just going to put one in each corner. You could use your tear and tape to do this as well, but I want to be able to have just a little bit of wiggle room while I get this set up because I haven't done this card before. It's still in the idea stage. Get that centered on there. Okay, that's very cute. And now what I want to do is I want to put something under the vellum, something behind it. So I've got this scrap of an ink painting that I did some time ago, and this I think this was rich raspberry, a little bit of old olive, and some crushed curry ink that I used to make this all over pattern. And I just want that to peek out behind there. So I'm just going to find an area that I like. Kind of like this one. Yeah, I like that. Maybe a little more yellow. Okay, and I'll mark that with my pencil to indicate where that needs to be. And I save all these little bits, okay, because even though there's just a little remnant of a design on there, it could be pretty in a cluster or collage. Okay, and I like it right about there. So I'm going to do the same thing. Let me think. How do I want to adhere this down? I think this time I'm going to go ahead and use the double stick tape. Because I can see exactly where I want that to go. Okay, that looks good. Getting this at the top and the bottom, close to the edge. Just lifting away the release strip. Oops, sticking to my fingers. Okay. All right. Now on the inside of the card, to cover up the layers here, I'm just going to add a piece of the very vanilla thin cardstock, and I'm going to measure this at 4 3/16. Okay, so it's just a tiny bit less than 4 1/4, and the same thing, just a sliver less than 5 1/2, because I don't want these edges to show on the front of the card. Now I'm going to use my multi-purpose liquid glue. If you are interested in any of these adhesives that I'm using today, I have an adhesive pouch available. That's a cute little pouch, and it's just the right size to keep all of these adhesives that I'm using, and some Stampin' Dimensionals, and some other little odds and ends. So if you're interested in that, make sure you get on my mailing list, Notes from DandelionCottageDesign.com, and you will be able to learn more about it. So now I've got plenty of glue on there, and I'm just going to, and I don't know if you can see that very well, but you see I've got lots of glue on all the different pieces, and now I'm just going to place my card very close to the edge, but not right on the edge. I'm also making sure that I'm staying away from the fold here so that my card will fold nicely. Give that a good burnish. A lot of layers here. All right, so now we're all set to do a little bit of decoration. So I'm going to move some of these things off to the side. I've got the new punch, and I don't remember the name of it, so let me look that up for you so that you know what to look for in the catalog. Oh my goodness. I thought this was a punch that was coming up in the new catalog, but I guess it is not. So what that means is that you want to be able to order this before they run out, before supplies run out. So let me check. Here it is. So this is in the JJ Mini, and it's called the Bow Punch. Okay, and it's a really nice punch. So I hope there are still some in stock, because things are on the last chance list, are going fast. So if this is a punch that you like, you're going to want to order that as soon as you can, and I will have that information in the information below. I'm using some metallic foil paper, and I'll do this a couple of times just to make sure I have enough pieces. What's particularly cute about this punch is that not only does it have these nice leaves, but it's also got these cute little berries that go along with them. So my idea here is to kind of tuck these in something like that. Maybe I'll have some coming down from above. Something like that. So I'm going to go ahead and grab my glue dots again, making everything so easy and quick to assemble. There we go. I'm starting with the larger leaf cuts first because I'll be able to fill in with the berries easily once these are placed. One more. I need another glue dot here. Now my berries. And our last piece. Now if you don't, you remember I used a piece of watercolor paper that I had painted with the re-inkers as my background, but you could also use your favorite DSP and that would be just beautiful behind there as well. So there it is. There's my window card. With my vellum window that just sends that sort of color back just enough so that the beautiful gold embossing in the lettering and in the design elements really stand out. Well, I hope you like that card. Keeping it clean and simple today. And I hope that you will please subscribe to notes from DandelionCottageDesign.com so I can send you notifications of upcoming classes and events. And I hope that you will please like, subscribe, and follow my channels here. I'll see you next time on Wednesday for Watercolor Wednesday. Stay well, stay happy, stay creative, and I'll see you then.